Hi everyone, my name is Heather. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm creating some envelope pockets and I'm going to show you some different versions that you can make. But basically you can use envelopes that you have around the house or you can make your own, which I'm going to show you here in a little bit. So if you just take a regular envelope that you have at home, I just like to take the top of it off. And once you have the top off, then that becomes your envelope pocket. So if you'd like to make your own, I'm just going to show you that I'm using some book pages. This is some tea-dyed notebook paper and then also some ledger paper. And then you just really want to have a square shape with whatever paper you decide. You could also use printables. Just make sure you print on the front and back. And then I'm just folding up the bottom. I'm kind of giving myself a little guide there to make sure that I have that straight, but I'm going to fold up the bottom and then crease that, and then I'm going to fold in the sides just to kind of give myself that envelope shape. The trick to getting these to line up fairly well is to just make sure you have that square shape to whatever paper you're using to make them. So I'm just adding glue to the edge of the bottom flap, and then I'm going to press it up on top of the sides to create the envelope shape. So basically it's just sort of like a messy version of an envelope. And I've made a bunch of these and sometimes they don't all turn out perfect. Like the crisscrosses might be a little bit off or imperfect, but I love them like that. And then those little pieces that stick out on the edges, you can just snip off with your scissors. So then I'm just folding the top down and then I'm going to rip that top part off. So I thought I would experiment a little bit with this notebook paper that has the torn part on the top from where you rip it out of the notebook. And I think that looks pretty nice with it on the left side like that. And so I'm just folding my sides in and doing the same thing I did on the first one. And then I'm going to fold the bottom up and glue that to the sides and then rip off the top. Same process as the first one. For this one, I'm going to use this printable. I love this pattern and I'm making my square shape. And then once it's together, I didn't print on the back of this. So I'm going to take a little piece of that printable and then glue it to the inside of the pocket. Also, I forgot to say earlier, and this is probably self-explanatory, but the smaller you make your square, that you cut your square out, then obviously the smaller your pocket will be in the end. So just so you know, you can make different sizes by just making different size squares. So now I have all of them together and I'm going to be adding lace to the front. So I'm just sort of eyeing up my lace, laying it out on all the different pockets how I like it, and then I'm just going to glue it down. And I like that a little bit of it on some of them covers that crisscross, and then the top one you can see I just put it on the one section of the pocket. And if you don't have any lace to use, you can use things like tulle. Some shimmery, glittery tulle would be really pretty. And then on this white one, I'm showing you that I used some dotted Swiss tulle over top of that one. So I think that looks really pretty on the white. So now I'm just going to use these rusty pins. I'm using T-pins and regular straight pins. And you can find T-pins in the sewing section. And my beads, some of them they wouldn't go on the T-pins because they were a little bit thicker. So I just used the ones that would fit on there, and then I used the straight pins for the others. So for this little bird, I'm going to take a tiny brad and put it through the hole on the end of the tail, and then, or the wing, not the tail, the wing, and then just attach it that way. So I bought that little bird in the jewelry section of one of the craft stores a while ago. So now I'm just going to take my pins and attach them to the pockets. I'm just sticking them here and there wherever I think they look good. And I love the sparkle of the beads with the lace. So now I'm just going to cover the back of that white pocket with some of this book page, and then I'm gonna be filling some of the pockets with different cards and pictures. I think these would be really fun to use in your journals. Like you can just put a little bundle of papers inside or tuck notes inside or send in a happy mail. Just so many different ways to use pockets, right? So here I'm just showing you these photographs are part of a printable kit in my Etsy shop, and I printed them on glossy photo paper that I got just at the dollar store. So that was really fun to print on that because they look so real. So yeah, I'm just tucking those inside of these little pockets. I'm gonna add this blue forget-me-not, it's a dried flower, to the back of this pocket, and then I wrote on sewing pattern paper forget-me-not, so I'm gonna add that as well. And I'm just using glue to attach that dried flower to the back of the pocket. I think that looks so cute. This is just the tiniest little journal that I made a while back, and I'm gonna tuck this into one of the pockets. So I'm just finishing adding all the little things I want to put in the pockets, and I will be sure to link any of the digital kits that I used in the description box below.